Hi guys, this is Hyunmin Max aka Max. Welcome back to another video on the channel. So I actually full sent my coins into this and you should too. We also have this very big Mazdu SBC that I'm actually going to talk about right around now. So I'm actually talking about this Zinedine Zidane SBC 5-star. So the big thing for me, right, is that he actually got his attacking work rate, right, upgraded from medium to high. I've been using his mid version, right, in FIFA 23 for a very long time. My regular viewers would know that his attacking AI for me, right, is the best in the game, right, for a cam quite easily. And that was actually when he actually had medium attacking work rate. So this one, his attacking AI, right, is gonna be out of this world. Possibly definitely the best cam in the game in terms of the attacking AI wise. So I can only imagine how good this version will be with that upgraded high attacking work rate. You have 9 weeks to complete him, right, or rather 8 weeks to complete him, which means that you are actually gonna get a lot of fodder pack stuff, right, during the team of the year period to actually go ahead to go and complete this SBC. So you know, there are actually 13 squads. If you actually go and examine, right, it's really just 10 squads because of the gold, silver, as well as the loan. He comes right around up to about 1.8 mil. So if we do go ahead, right, to compare him to his medium version, right, the only two things that he has that is better than the medium version is the +2 pace as well as the +3 physicality. Other than that, the middle version, right, is better, right, +7 shooting, +7 passing, and for me this is the biggest difference. The +3 agility and +4 balance, right, on that medium card, right, it's actually the biggest difference for me. And the question will be, you have to weigh, right, is the +3 agility and balance more important, or is the upgrade for him, right, to actually getting the high attacking work rate more important? Personally, right, I think that the high attacking work rate is actually way better, because if you're playing on the new gen, this is very important, right, for your players, right, to be very smart in their attacking AI movement because of the midfield press. So for me, I'm gonna go for this 92 SBC version. So the base or the mid version, right, he went from about 2.8 mil close to down to about 2.38 mil because people realize what good value this SBC is. So I really like this SBC, and for me, right, I think that this SBC is definitely value for your coins as well as your fodder. I will 100% be completing this SBC. This card can definitely, right, stay in my team till possibly till the end of the game, till TOTS. So if you're unsure, you can actually do him, right, on a 5-game loan to see whether you actually like his the way that he moves and the way that he plays in game. But for me, 100%, right, I will be doing this. We did also get the 87 plus gamble pack, your icon pack. You can actually do this 2 times, right, a 86 as well as a 87 rated squad. Both, it actually requires your team of the week, right? It actually comes up to right around, right, 290k. So I think it's actually a kind of like a very reasonable price, maybe just like 20 to 30k overpriced. But personally, right, I'll much rather go and craft Zidane, right, as well as Mbappe personally, because these two will make my team for a very long time. So this SBC actually refreshes at content drop on Friday. So for those who like to risk it for the biscuit, right, you can hold your team of the weeks, right, until Friday. Now, we did also get a free Haaland card, right, and along with it, it actually came a very good objective, right, for you to help complete your Zidane SBC, right? I'm actually talking about your beats Haaland objective, right? So it's actually very easy to do. All you have to do, right, is just to score goals with beats Haaland in any game mode. You get yourself very nice fodder packs as well as some loans, right? Your 83/3, your player picks, your 84 plus, 81/11, 85/2. The big thing here, right, is you can do it in any game mode. So this is, I would say, right, a very good objective that EA has actually gotten us. And right at the end, you actually get a 300k pack. I will 100% be doing this because I need all the fodder that I can get to complete both Zidane as well as your Mbappe. And this version of Haaland, right, beats Haaland, right, it's actually better in terms of the pace. If we compare it to his base gold version, right, he has plus 5 pace, he has plus 4 dribbling, right? But the base gold version has plus 9 shooting, right? Which for me, right, it's actually a more important stat, because we all know that in this game, the shooting, right, it's actually pretty chalk. So you need all the boost for the shooting stats that you can actually get. Another difference for your Beats Haaland, right, that they have made changes, right, is to his playstyle plus. So instead of acrobatic on his base goal, he actually has quick step. So of course, if you're gonna be doing R1 dribbling with Haaland, right, this is actually better. But I don't think that a lot of people, right, are actually gonna R1 dribble with a target man kind of striker like Haaland. So for me, I still think that the base goal version is better. But I don't think we can actually complain. The thing is, even though, you know, he's actually not as good as his base goal version, he did cause a lot of strikers, right, in the game all over to drop. Somebody like Radioactive Oshala, she went from about 375k all the way down to about 305k, which is where she's currently at. Even your higher tier icons like your Wayne Rooney, 680 all the way down to about 605k before he actually rebounded back up to right around 630k. Of course, another reason why Rooney dropped is due to the 87 plus gamble icon pack as well. So I hope that you guys actually didn't hold your striker cards, because I did mention in one of my videos, right, that Haaland was actually coming on Sunday, the free Haaland. So the thing that I actually went all in on, right, it's actually your informs, and I actually did it yesterday before content drop, right? I basically invested all my coins into your team of the weeks, and I actually got them at around 29.5k, right? That was the max price that I paid for these team of the weeks. And right now they are of course already up in price, right, because of your icon SBC requiring your informs, and I believe they're actually right around 35k right now. So if you want to, I would say that you can still get on for your team of the weeks. You can still buy them. For console players, right, 35k max, try to get them on bid. I think 33k or so, right, is actually a reasonable price, right, to try to get them on bid for. For your PC players, right, 32k max, 30k on bid. Some of you might be a little bit worried because right now we still have your 83 plus, right, team of the week SBC that is out right now. So this is the one that I'm actually talking about. Now this SBC, right, like we already mentioned previously, right, it's not as cheap as the previous one. I believe this one costs right around between 35, right, to 38k. So I'm not too worried because this player pick, right, actually expires on Wednesday. You guys might be wondering whether they will re-release this on Wednesday. I don't think so, because judging by how they have been releasing your team of the week player picks, right, they have always done it on a Friday. So if they change it to Wednesday, I'll be quite surprised. And there will still be demand for your team of the weeks, right, because of your 83 by 10 refreshing every single day until Friday at content drop, and they require team of the week. So for me, team of the weeks right now, even though they are quite high in price, I think that they are the most obvious investments to do. Of course, you can actually sell your team of the weeks on Friday if you're a very big gambler. For me, I possibly would look to sell between Wednesday to Thursday, right, depending on how high their prices go to. So I will update you guys. Of course, I'll let you guys know in the Discord as well. Yeah, so lots of demand and very little supply will most certainly make your team of the week cards go up. Let's take a look at the Thunderstruck cards, right, and see how they have been doing. So Johan Cruyff, right, can no longer receive any upgrades, right? He's done. Ajax has gotten 3 wins. So his price, right, actually didn't get affected by him not being a live card that much, right? He went from, you know, he's right around 7.26, right? He went down to about 6.9 mils. So that's like a 300k drop. And right now he's actually higher than before. So I'm trying to show that your higher tier, right, your higher tier cards, right, like Neymar, right, as well, he's no longer a live card. Your higher tier cards don't actually get affected that much, even though they are no longer a live card. So if you have your higher tier cards like Cruyff and your Neymar, right, you can actually hold on to them, right? 5.3 mil all the way down to about close to 5 mil. And then he's basically right around 5.15 mil, not too much of a price movement there. For the rest of your cards, right, I'd say you should be looking to sell them, right, before they play their last game. So a few of the examples is the likes of your Quadrado, Klosterman, right? All these cards are cards that you should be selling, right, before their last game, because once they lose their life aspect, as I've spoken previously, right, like with your Gabriel Jesus, right, they will most definitely drop down in price. The only exceptions are your fodder cards as well as your higher tier cards. So these are the mini release. We got this mini release yesterday. So I want to take a look at one of the more, you know, OP ones. Nico Williams, like I mentioned, he's going to be very, very good in game, 4-star, 5-star. He has the flair as the playstyle plus. So this card is actually very, very good. If you take a look right out on the wings, right, he's actually super duper fast. And EA, as usual, you know, keeping up with what they've been doing for the past few weeks, right? They've been messing up the price ranges. His max price range is 285k on console, and he's actually very, very close to their price. I don't know why they cannot just update the price range. Same thing with Thuram. He's actually Xting right now on both, you know, PC and console at 190k. Just make his price range like 400k, man. I don't really see what's the issue here. Of course, you know, people will always be transferring coins, but you're definitely messing up the price range. This is a very good CDM if you need one. 4-star, 3-star. He's actually absolutely huge in game. You can definitely feel his presence. We also do have, I think another interesting one is your Maldini also, right? This Maldini, baby Maldini, is 1.65 mil. Definitely Maldini is always a very, very good card. Of course, he's actually right around kind of like the same price, right, compared to the middle Maldini right now. He basically has only higher defending, right? Other than that, he's actually not that good. He has higher defending and physicality, right? So that's the reason why I would say, right, Maldini probably, the middle Maldini, right, probably drop a little bit in price. He will actually be really, really good to trade with, because as we all know, mini release cards are actually rarer. So people on a higher budget, you can actually look to flip this card. So next thing I want to talk about, right, is your FC Pro, right? Your FC Pro will be starting later on today. So do turn on your Twitch, turn on your YouTube, right, to actually get your free fodder pack as well as your XP. They will actually start at 6 PM UTC or 6 PM UK time, basically your content drop time. Do remember that the rebroadcast also counts towards the drops, so if you miss the live ones, no worries. So another thing I want to say, right, is for this, you know, for this itself, right, if you do watch the broadcast, go and look at the cards that they are hyping up. Because I remember in the previous week, right, they were hyping up Van Dijk and his price absolutely exploded. Go and watch the broadcast and see which cards they're hyping up. Go and snap them up, and I think that you're actually going to make yourself some very easy coins there. Even though I, of course, think that it's kind of unethical for them to do that. So the 4 cards they are playing today is your Ogbonna, Dele Alli, Koulibaly, as well as your Simikan, right? Your center half. So again, I would sell these cards into the hype. I'll sell these cards before the actual game starts, because we all know that they are very, very highly invested in. Next thing I want to talk about is your fodder, specifically your higher rated fodder, right? So if you bought your higher rated fodder for your Zidane and your 87 plus icon SBC, they have all went up. 89s went from about 35k all the way up to about 40k. Your 90 rated cards went from about 51k up to about 55.5. So I wouldn't be selling these cards right now. I would say that the best time to sell them would possibly be on Wednesday, right? Because Wednesday is typically the time that we're going to get more store packs, more supply. So right now we don't really have too much supply. So Wednesday would be the time to sell to actually maximize your profit. Another tip that I have for you guys is, if you are doing your big boy SBCs like Zidane and Mbappe, right, make sure to complete your 83/10 every single day, because this is the best chance, right, for you to get your higher rated fodder. i.e. your 88 overall and higher without, you know, spending too much coins. You're basically rinsing and repeating. So just do it every single day. It makes the crafting, right, way easier. And if you take a look, right, I'm 12 squads into Mbappe. I only need 8 more squads. I basically done this without spending, right, a single coin in the club. I basically use everything from my club, all the fodder packs as well as the 83 by 10. It's actually very, very easy to do, right? You can get yourself a endgame player there. And of course, if you take a look at the market itself, right, in regards to the dynasty players, I'm actually very interested in Thuram, right? If and when he becomes unextinct. I also like Nico Williams because these two cards are very meta and both are also in the mini release. I like also Inaki Williams because he's actually super OP. Of course, Højlund for the GGMU hype. So these are some of the cards that we can potentially, right, look to invest in. I'll talk more about this, right, in the next video because that will be the timeline whereby we're gonna invest in them. And I think the James, right, the James siblings, right, are also cards that are actually pretty good to invest in. I did make this call on Saturday itself in the VIP trading Discord, right, to actually go and pick up your Højlund at about 345k on console. What happened was he basically went extinct, right, at about 380k. Again, messed up price range. Don't understand why EA don't just make his price range like 450k. So if you want tips like that, do join up the VIP trading Discord. All you have to do is sub to me on Twitch and you'll get access. All the links and all the how-tos, right, will be down in the description below. To thank you guys for staying, right, to this part of the video, I do have some Weekend League rewards for y'all. As usual, the connection is very, very horrendous. I think I finished on like 15 wins, right? I choked 16. Let's see whether it's actually worth the stress. Okay, 88. Gonna be going into that Mbappe SBC. Ooh. You know what? I'm just gonna go for fodder, right? Not really interested. Haji is probably discard price as well. And then the last one. Okay. Alan's cousin, not too bad. So I guess those are quite a decent set of rewards. Yeah, so we'll be looking to sell this team of the week, right? I'll let you guys know either on Wednesday or on Thursday. I'm possibly gonna see how high they are actually gonna go. We might also get some other kind of gamble SBCs, right, for them, right? Maybe a party bag, possibly. Either today at content drop or on Tuesday. Or we could possibly get like an 85 or 86 plus player pick that hopefully requires team of the week, and that is when we will sell. We do also have the last round, right, of the European games upcoming, right, your Champions League, Europa League, Conference League. So I want to point out like somebody like Bruno Fernandes, right, whereby Man U's chances of making it out of the Champions League groups, right, still hangs by a thread, because if Man U makes it out of the Champions League group, he can actually still get eligible for the upgrade. Do watch out for that. Of course, it's going to be a tough ask because United has got to beat Bayern and hope that Copenhagen and Gala draw. So do watch out for this card. You can potentially make coins, right, if he actually, you know, if Man United somehow by some kind of miracle actually qualify. So right now he's right around 150k. If you want to take a gamble, you can go right ahead, even though with the way that United is playing right now, right, I don't know, you know, whether we can actually win even against like a second string Bayern Munich team, right? So that's something that you can do to make coins. Of course, you can go through, right, the rest of the cards here and see what are some of the cards that will actually are still eligible, right, to qualify for the knockout, hence actually getting the upgrade. So even for players, right, I think another player that we have to look at is actually Dembele. Right, it's not confirmed that PSG is going to make it out of their group because it's down to the last game. So, of course, they are favourites. They have 7 points. I believe they are playing Dortmund for the last game. Newcastle is playing AC Milan. So, if Dortmund beats PSG and Newcastle or Milan, right, either one of those wins, then Dembele, right, is not going to qualify. PSG is not going to qualify. Right, those are the two games. I think Newcastle should be favourites to beat AC Milan because they are very, very strong at home. So if you're holding on to a card like Dembele, right, who is actually very expensive, right? He's actually also the favorites to qualify. I will most definitely sell this card before the game actually starts because I believe that he's quite likely to drop quite a bit in price, right? Let's see whether there's any investment there, right? He dropped from about 980 down to about 900k, right, before he rebounded back up. So be really careful with Dembele because they are huge favorites to qualify. If you don't qualify, this card will drop down big time, right? That's all from me. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you guys want to see more of such content, do hit that sub button. Thank you guys so much for the support, and I'll see you guys around. Alright, take care guys.